tropical. Jet ski from Miami to an island somewhere tropical. Tropical. Louis bag tropical. Stacks of cash tropical.
Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Hermesa, and I am the owner of Bouijeymodeling agency located in Cincinnati, Ohio. We are going to start today. I'm going to give some agency tips for what I would typically look for if I'm scouting for models, or my team would look for via social media and things like that. So the first thing we're going to look for when we receive a job from a client is we're going to look at the requirements for the job. So I always tell people, if it's a job and we're saying it's for a 6-year-old child and you're 30 and you apply, it's not going to make us look at your application. We just disregard if you don't meet that initial requirement. Same with age, height, weight, things like that. And it's important to be very honest with these things, because it's not that there's no jobs for you. The modeling industry is so big, there are. It's just these things are specific for a reason. And it's just a waste of your time and our time, and you just want to look for jobs that you know for. So the next thing we look for is our social media. So it is so important. Your social media, I cannot stress enough how important social media is. Your following is important. Your interaction is important. Whether you are an ambassador of any brands is important. Whether you get paid, post paid promotions and things like that, that is also important. So if there's anything you can do for free at home, it will be build your social media platform. Right now, Instagram is the biggest platform, I would say. That's where we look the most. Modeling is just really taken off. It's became really accessible for people to network, even in other states, because we're located in Cincinnati, Ohio. But I have models who reach out to me all across the United States, and I'm able to get jobs in all kinds of states, remotely, third parties, we do Zooms, things like that. So just Instagram, make sure that you're up to date, make sure that you're taking professional pictures. It's okay to take pictures every once in a while, like if you go to the beach or you do something fun and you just want to, capture those moments. But most of your pictures need to be professionally done by a photographer. We can tell the difference between an iPhone and a photographer. There's a big difference. And so, you want to make sure that you're always dressed the part, look the part. If you go live a lot, make sure you're not just like laying in bed and, make sure you're dressed and you look the part, because that's the biggest part of our job, is to have someone who always looks the part. And it's a lot. I know it's a lot of requirements, but it's just what we all deal with in this industry. So you also want to make sure, if you get paid for a promotion, that you're keeping that post up. If you're saying you're a brand ambassador and you're saying that, you represent different brands and this is what you want to do, we should see that on your page. That should reflect on your page. All previous work should be there, because we're not going to hire you for a job for a client if you're just going to get paid for the promotion and then take it down once you're no longer getting paid. Most of the time when you do a paid promotion, you're supposed to keep those up long term. You're supposed to get paid for it and also just keep them on your Instagram to show, not only show your work, but also show people that you are going to continue to promote them and promote that business even after the paycheck has came. So that's going to be key, especially if you're, inboxing me and you're like, well, I want to be a brand ambassador, and I'm going to your page and there's no brands that you're ambassading. You're not posting about it. You're not having it in your bio. We just want to make sure that you're going to represent our clients in the best way possible. And so I also want to talk about if you're doing an audition. So now when we hold castings and things like that, even black, you don't want to show too much skin. You don't want to have, your chest out, short shorts, stuff like that. You want to make sure you have natural makeup with very neutral colors. So you want to have, just regular skin tone colors. Really, I prefer no makeup, but I know some people just cannot do no makeup. You don't want a full glam, so like what I have on right now. You don't want the fake lashes, bright colors, stuff like that. You just want to show your raw self, so I can judge you, and your facial structures, or people everywhere, casting directors, can judge what you're really capable of. We don't want to see you with makeup. We want to see your bone structure. We want to see how you look at different angles. We want to see your natural self. That's what sells us. And so you also want to bring a pair of heels. So you want to make sure you have heels with you. They don't have to be 6-inch heels. They don't have to be specific kind. Obviously, don't wear a platform like this, because that's not showing that you can walk in heels, because you never know if you're going to get to a job and they're going to say, okay, well, here's a $3,000 pair of stiletto heels and you don't know how to walk in them. So you want to make sure you practice at home, will ask you to walk, that's going to be something you're going to have to do. That's just really standard in modeling, even if it's not a job that you're necessarily going to have to walk in. We just want to know you're capable of doing that. You also want to make sure you're yourself. Just be yourself. Be down to earth. Be, natural. Be you. Show your personality. Obviously, there's limits to that. Don't, carry yourself in a respectful manner, but the more natural and raw you are, at least for me as someone who owns an agency, that's what I look for. I look for someone that I can meet eye to eye with, and I can send on jobs and know, like, yes, this person is going to behave in this way and they're going to be very lovable, enjoyable. That's what I look for. Excuse me, that's what I look for. So with that being said, I think that's a lot of good, helpful tips. I will be posting more videos, and my agency is always looking for people. We are on Instagram under Bouijeymodeling Agency. Again, I go by Maria. That's my name on there. So you can contact us through email. I also have a phone number listed, things like that. And I am looking for all new talent. So go ahead and reach out. It will be also below in the description box. So, yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you.